Hi, this is Jacob Ball with Jacob's Ladder for Team Cardhoarder. I'm going to be playing against Devin Kepke. He's going to be on Bant Company today, but pretty much have a pretty good hand so far. We got all of our mana, have a Nissa and a Grasp. Don't really want to play Dim Protector on early, but you can if you want to. It's not the worst thing to do. Alright, let's get it on underway. Basically just going to play this. Obviously I don't have any early plays. Probably going to hold up Grasp on turn 2, unless I draw a better card, but yep. Play Swamp, obviously. I can still play Nissa on 3 if I want with my Forest, so oh, he's got nothing, so. Alright. One turn too late. Not sure if it's better to lead on Liliana or Nissa. Kind of leaning towards Nissa at the moment. Because I have one extra. If I held Nissa on 5, I couldn't play a green card, and if I planted the land. So in the same regard, I can't play Grasp and Liliana, but I think I'm going to go with Nissa because he has no upward pressure, and I'd just rather start making tokens. Alright, make a plant and pass. See what he's got. Advocate. Alright, he's missed his land drop. Alright, just gonna go with I guess I'll just grasp his guy and play an advocate. My own. And then set up another token, and then probably minus next turn. Start applying the pressure. I think I'm gonna fire up my man. I could play Liliana, I guess, instead. I could fire up my man land, put a counter on it, and attack with everything to get really aggressive, or I can just minus Liliana, and so I can attack with the plants. That's probably just better, and I get Liliana in play. And I'll hold up Grasp mana in case, just to represent it. Tap 2 black. Right. There. Go ahead and yeah, just minus. And combat. I don't want to play Leap because I know the deck plays Dromoka's Command. I'm assuming he probably has one, even though he can't cast it at the moment. It's still just you don't want to throw your Leap for nothing. So, and I'll just pass holding to Protector as well. Obviously, you want to morph it. You don't just want to play a 2/1, but in this scenario, you could actually just play a 2/1 just because he's so far behind with his land drops. It actually wouldn't be the worst thing to do ever, but I'm assuming he's going to draw out of it, but he obviously did not, so. Let's see. Go ahead and plus again on Advocate. Play a Sifter. Playing it pre-combat so I can minus Nissa again to get the most value out of it, and proceed to attack again. And again, same thing. Just gonna hold the basically everything. Don't need Leap yet. He doesn't have any sweepers or anything, so just don't want to get it commanded. Guess I plus on the 3/3. It's the scariest creature he has. Then I'll activate my man lands. Just get in the red zone. Boundary Curse, this was unexpected, but it still doesn't change my attacks really. Okay, again, just attack with these two. I could send the plants as well. He just probably would block one. It would make him not be able to double block my Sifter and kill it, which is probably good for me. And even if he does kill them, I just get a scry, so perfectly fine with that. I'd rather keep my Sifter. If he wants to double block here and then kill one of these with that, kill like this, that's still fine for me. Just gonna send them all in. I might play Dim Protector post-combat as well, just to put as much pressure on the board as I can. But I definitely want that one. I still want that one. Alright, I think I am gonna just... I mean, if he attacks my Planeswalkers, I think he just puts himself dead on board, so... I think I'm just gonna... Either way, I think I'm just gonna play this Dim Protector out now, because just want to have more guys in play to attack next turn. It's solo life, I don't think there's anything he can do at this point, unless he companies into like double Reflector Mage with a land or something. It's a very weird thing to target with Reflector Mage, actually. I guess that sort of makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. I guess that makes more sense. Yeah, because he's got Vigilance. The way I'm just going to play Voldaren Pariah, keep my Sylvan Advocate and kill him, but I don't need the Nissa. Alright, this matchup, you don't really, I don't think you really want to languish. You're actually fine, basically fighting them on the ground, so you don't really, I don't think you want to board in that kind of card in this matchup. You can see it getting grindy, maybe you want Emrakul in this, but I think the main deck is configured pretty well to fight against them, so you probably shouldn't do much changing. Evolutionary Leap's kind of mediocre because they have Dramoka's Command, but you have both the Nissas to protect it, so you don't necessarily need to board them out. But I think that is what I'm going to go ahead and shave one of for an Emrakul, and I might just take the other one out for a Nissa. Just because I don't want to have to deal with this card just getting killed for me getting no value. But yeah, that's just wrong, actually. The effect's very good against them, because you never run out of cards. But I think you want everything else. Our Hangerback Walker can be pretty bad against Reflector Mage, but it still, I don't think it really makes a difference. You still just want all that. I don't think I want the discard, even if I can take Collected Company away from them. Just because I just rather would have my creatures and curve out. So I think that's the only changes I'm going to make. I might try the Evolutionary Leap later on game 3, but I just want to see how this works out with an Emrakul as the top end. So. Alright, Hand's pretty good. I'll have my appropriate mana. Can cast Oath on 1, but I won't be able to cast Grasp on 2 then. Maybe even 3, but I still think it's a keep. Quagmire and Voldaren Pariah is pretty good. Took a mulligan. Alright. Sylvan Advocate's pretty good. Might make me not cast Grasp till turn 4, actually, then. I'm still going to lead on Oath. Hopefully finding a Planeswalker. I can take another basic swamp that lets me have access to casting Grasp on turn 3 instead of turn 4 right now with what I was looking for. And Forest I don't really need. More swamps is useful. I'm going to get the second Forest with the Evolving Wilds if I really need to. So, it's on bottom, and just pass the turn. Other land, but I think I'm just gonna go Quagmire, because I assume he probably has like Reflector Mage next turn. I would rather get this card bounced than my Advocate, because Advocate holds down the fort for his pressure, and then I can play Quagmire later as a better card. So, and next turn I can, if he doesn't have Reflector, I can just grow it. But obviously he has Reflector, so. So now we go probably just Evolving Wilds and Sylvan Advocate. I'm actually going to go get another swamp. Just do it now, get out of the way, and pass through. Hopefully he doesn't Dromoka's Command us, but I don't really. I mean, if he has Dromoka's Command, kill our guy no matter what. And he doesn't really have any additional value for me not blocking. I'm not sure. Is there anything you could play to give his guy a power in combat that's not command? I mean, he'd kill my Oath of Nissa by basically me blocking, but I don't think that card matters to me right now, so I'd rather him just take his turn on Dromoka's Command if that's what he's going to do. Whatever. It's perfectly fine with me. If he just sorcery speeds his command, kills my Advocate. Alright, just gonna play a Forest and a Quagmire for 2. Not draw any more lands this game. Kind of flooded at this point. Yeah, just gonna play my 5-drop. That's bad for me. Didn't expect him to actually board that card in this matchup, but I guess he needs a way to answer this card. Just expected him to accompany at the end of turn, but I'm not sure what he boarded out for this matchup. I'm gonna hold my land in case he kills my guy. I can just play an untapped source and kill it, but I'm just gonna play the man land now. And I'm gonna pass in Grow Walker. Will. It's gonna hit a flip Nissa now since I didn't leave open black mana to grasp. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? Well, if he's got Dex and Ochi's Command, I'm guessing he bored out Collected Companies, because I don't see how else he could fit those in his deck, so. Well, Pariah is certainly better than a land. It's not very good right now just because I don't have any creatures, but can deal his thing too. I can offer basically trade my man land for his guy there. That's probably I'm pretty sure that's correct. Just because I want to get that Nissa off play and trading my man land for that thing is pretty good for me. And I'll get a Scry, worst case scenario. There's some merit to attacking with this Scion. Maybe at him, but I feel like he's going to block here, but either way it's still fine for me. I'll just hold the Scion back, because I don't really want to lose it because I have Pariah. Because I feel like Duskrup's Quarter is more valuable than Nissa, but oh, well, he disagrees. I'll take my Scry. Hopefully I'll draw a 2-drop creature. Hopefully Hangerback Walker would be the best one, obviously, but that increases. Or more lands. Can always draw more of those. Good. Now it's combat. Alright, he's letting me attack. It's fine. Not attacking. Bound increases, so. Play Pariah. Hopefully he doesn't have another Chest command. I'll just pass. Holds the Crisis to tap my Pariah on the next turn. Grasp isn't the worst. Some point. Just go to combat. He's going to tap my Pariah in combat. missed my... I don't have a stop for my beginning of combat, so I missed my ability to cast Grasp in the segment I wanted to. So I guess I just can't attack then. Because he could just... If I don't do it now... I don't want to declare combat, and then... If he plays like a counter spell on my Grasp, I want to be able to do it before I declare attacks, because then he just eats my guys. Another bound increases. Alright, that card's very red for me. Probably just gonna have to kill that. I'm just gonna go ahead and grass this thing. He's a third bound increases in his hands. Oh, that card's good. Gives me enough things to flip Voldaren Pariah, so... Get a million scries, and actually I think I can look for something better than an advocate, because I have so many scries. I'll put that on bottom. Advocate's not a bad card by any means, but I don't know if I can cast that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with the land in my hand. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put that on top. That's probably a better one than Alright. Get 2 damage on the Nissa, and then set up to Emrakul next turn, so... So I'm gonna have a kid. He's gonna attack me with the manlands. Makes sense. That's 5 points. Hold up Crisis. It's going in for a surprise, that's for sure. Okay, so I'll just let him tap my flyer before. Just make sure there's no random shenanigans. Who knows, but. Alright, let's take my next turn. Got a bunch of negates. I guess he thought I had a lot more spells in my deck when I'm all creatures. Where are we at in main phase? We've already drawn. Let's see. Alright. It's conceding. I have lethal damage in the air next turn, so I just was like trying to figure out if there's any way I could lose. So